Brandon Williams. Did you know that the main objectives of the Commission are to ensure good governance and Olympic values of all members of Pan Am Sports and to guarantee these factors in all events and activities of the organization? I'd like to extend congratulations to President of the Dominica Olympic Committee, Mr. Billy Ducktrove, and President of the Dominica Athletics Association, Brandon Williams, of course, who were selected to be on the Sports Ethics and Good Governance Commission of Pan Am Sports. Our focus today on Did You Know, the Pan American Sports Organization. Did You Know made possible compliments the good folks of Quartz Dominica Limited. Up next, the DBS Major Morning News.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: Dominica is reporting its best cruise season performance since 2010. Other news this morning: a 28-year-old man of Belfast, Maho, has been remanded in custody at Stock Farm Prison after he was charged on multiple criminal offenses, including murder and attempted murder. Jamaica's Prime Minister offers a $2 million reward for 14-year-old girl's killer. And news from the international scene: more than 130 cardinals from across the world have gathered in the Vatican to begin the process of electing a new pope. Details of the morning news right after this.
And the results for the best evaporated milk is in. Distinction evaporated milk is 100% pure milk. Distinction milk is a fantastic source of calcium, protein, and essential source of vitamins A and D and other nutrients. The great news is that Distinction milk has no added ingredients and no preservatives. Always fresh, always pure, always rich. Now available in 2 sizes, 170 grams and 410 grams. Distinction evaporated milk is perfect for the family to enjoy no matter how you choose to serve it. Distinction milk is always wholesome and always nutritious. For healthy bones and better immune system, choose Distinction evaporated milk. Distributed by Fine Foods and available island-wide.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the DBS Major Morning News. Our news this morning is brought to listeners to the kind compliments of Fine Foods Inc., HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited, and Petro Caribe. My name is Curtis Matthew. Here we go with our lead story. Dominica is reporting its best cruise season performance since 2010. Minister for Tourism, Denise Charles Pemberton, made the statement as Dominica launches Tourism Awareness Month this morning.
As we celebrate Tourism Awareness Month here on the nature island of the Caribbean, this is more than a moment of pride. It is a call to action. Tourism is a pillar of Dominica's future. It touches every farmer, fisher, vendor, guide, taxi driver, artist, hotelier, and entrepreneur. It is a people-powered industry, and this year we are focused on 4 key areas: growth, responsibility, training, and opportunity. Growth, because our tourism sector is on the move. More visitors are coming, more investors are showing interest. Our global profile is rising. Arrivals for the first quarter of this year are up by 10% compared to 2024 and even 4% above 2019. Cruise arrivals are also on a high, 6% more than last year and 63% higher than before the pandemic. In fact, we're seeing the best cruise season performance since 2010. This isn't by chance. It's the result of sound policy, strong leadership, and your commitment, our hard-working tourism stakeholders. We're investing in key sites like Emerald Pool, Trafalgar Falls, Indian River, the Kalinago Territory, and Champagne Beach.
And that's the minister responsible for tourism, Denise Charles Pemberton. The tourism minister says recognition of tourism stakeholders will be a feature of Tourism Awareness Month.
Because world-class tourism requires world-class service. Government continues to invest in training across hospitality, tour guiding, culinary arts, and digital marketing. We're building skills, confidence, and leadership in our people. And this year, we are launching the Dominica Tourism Excellence Awards for the very first time, honoring those who go above and beyond in quality, sustainability, and innovation. We will celebrate our own and inspire others to reach even higher. Opportunity, because tourism offers room for everyone, from boutique resorts and rentals to excursions, farm-to-table experiences, and tour apps. There is space for every dream. Now is the time. To our youth, don't wait. Sign up, pitch your ideas, build your brand. The future of tourism is yours. As part of this celebration, we will host the Tourism Youth Congress and for the first time ever, crown our Tourism Youth Ambassador. To our Prime Minister, our partners, stakeholders, and every citizen, thank you. Your passion and hard work are the foundation of a sustainable, world-class tourism industry. Let us grow with purpose, act with care, train with passion, and seize every opportunity to build a Dominica that is stronger, cleaner, and more prosperous.
Minister responsible for tourism, Denise Charles Pemberton. Tourism Awareness Month will be launched this morning at 10 o'clock at the Office of Discover Dominica Authority. Other news this morning, a 28-year-old man of Belfast in Maho has been remanded into custody at Stockfarm Prison after he was charged on multiple criminal offenses, including murder and attempted murder. Ronaldo Luke picks up the story.
On Tuesday, Duran Sebastian appeared before the Chief Magistrate, formally charged with the murder of 30-year-old Iman Kimon Benjamin Emmanuel. According to the complaint, the incident allegedly occurred on April 27, 2025 in Roseau. Sebastian was also charged with the attempted murder of Cheyenne Sabroch, stemming from the same incident. Police previously reported that on April 27th, both Emmanuel and Sabroch were shot in Roseau in an area commonly referred to as Washington Block. Emmanuel succumbed to his injuries while Sabroch was hospitalized. In addition to the murder and attempted murder charges, Sebastian faces 2 counts of conspiracy to commit murder. It is alleged that between January 1st, 2025 and April 28th, 2025, he conspired with others to murder both Emmanuel and Sabroch. Sebastian, who is represented by attorney at law Don Yearwood Stewart, was not required to enter a plea to these charges as they are indictable offenses expected to be tried at the High Court before a judge and jury. Separately, the 28-year-old was also charged with possession of 3.4 grams of cocaine with intent to supply to another. He elected a summary trial on this charge and pleaded not guilty. The court has scheduled the trial for the drug-related charge for June 17, 2025 at the St. Joseph Magistrate Court. Meanwhile, the preliminary inquiry into the indictable offenses is expected to begin on August 11, 2025 at the Roseau Magistrate Court. During this stage of the proceeding, the magistrate will determine whether there is sufficient evidence to commit the matter to the High Court for trial. Due to the nature of the offenses, particularly the murder charge, the magistrate did not have the jurisdiction to grant bail. As such, Sebastian was remanded into custody at the Dominica State Prison. Ronaldo Luke reporting for DBS News.
Other news this morning, businessman Kenny Green has defended the Citizenship by Investment Program, the CBI. His statement comes following a call by Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit in Antigua recently for the private sector to speak out in support of the program. Green says the importance of the CBI to Dominica must be highlighted.
Yes, the CBI is critical to the economy of Dominica. It contributes over 40% of our GDP. So essentially, every Dominican has a stake in it, primarily because if you look at the amount of people who are employed by the public sector, which in many ways is subsisted by the CBI, then every time you have a public sector employee getting paid at the end of the month and contributing to the private sector in consumption, we are all benefiting. So I think it's kind of a moot point about whether the country benefits. I think those who want to see a more direct benefit from the CBI program will have to wait until the infrastructure development actually starts to yield results, things like the hotels. So, for example, Jungle Bay is active and running. So those employees, the 140 plus employees of Jungle Bay and other providers, know the benefits that come from the investment by CBI. The same will happen with the international airport. The same will happen with the marina. The same will happen with the tram to the Boiling Lake.
Businessman Kenny Green and patrons of the 14th Jazz and Creole at the Cabrits National Park have rated the event a success.
So far, I find it's improving, and I believe that more need to be done, but it is good, man.
That's my second time I'm coming here, and the vibes is real nice here. I love the ambience, the atmosphere, everything nice here.
I think it's awesome. I will tell you, from year one, I have been here. Every year I return, and I just wish this gets bigger and better and better and better. Oh, that's good. That's very good. I'm enjoying it myself, and I'm hoping for more like this.
Well, it's a significant improvement. That's what I want to say. I have a different perspective in terms of artists and so on. I think while you want to promote your local, but I still think to attract more people, and even you're going outside of the region to attract people, I think there's need to focus on some more international artists. That's my own opinion. But it's a nice event, and at least Dominicans are responding to it.
It's okay. I like the events, especially on the North, and I really wish they keep it here.
Oh man, the festival is excellent, a lot of beautiful people, lovely dressing, lovely food, lovely vibes, man, it's awesome.
Well, the festival is great. I've been here from the beginning, from the first day. It started from the first year, and I'm gonna keep coming because it's a day of fashion. If you look around, you always see it's fashion. So it's beautiful. I just hope that one day you'll be able to hear my song live on that stage.
And the ambience is nice. I mean, great music, a lot of people, great friends, good socializing. So all in all, it's a very good event.
Patrons of the 14th Jazz and Creole 2025. Let's head into Jamaica now. That country's Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, has announced a $2 million reward for information leading to the arrest of the individual responsible for the April murder of a 14-year-old girl in Olympic Garden. The girl was killed during a drive-by shooting in the community of Cinnamon Crescent, Kingston. 2 men were shot and injured in the incident. Holney said the 14-year-old girl could be a lawyer, a doctor, or teacher. He said moments after she asked her mother for some money to go to the shop to buy crab just down the road, she was shot and killed. He said the Jamaican community, they are outraged by the killing. Finally, this morning, more than 130 cardinals from across the world have gathered in the Vatican to begin the process of electing a new pope following the death of Pope Francis. The Dean of the College of Cardinals urged his peers this morning to choose a leader who can guide the church through a difficult and complex time. This afternoon, the cardinals will walk to a chapel to cast their votes. It is 16 minutes after 7 o'clock. That's news. Don't go away. The sports report comes up shortly.
Soft weave bathroom tissue, napkins, and paper towels are the perfect choice for your home. Manufactured with virgin fibers, it's the quality that you and your family deserve. New soft weave total hygiene bathroom tissue is produced at high temperatures to remove microorganisms. It's pH controlled to protect your skin and produced with UV light disinfection to eliminate bacteria and viruses, providing maximum protection. Soft weave, distributed by Fine Foods Inc. and sold island-wide.
Soft weave. Quality, affordability, manufactured with you in mind.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Just Mobank me. Here's my ID.
Just Mobank me. It's that easy.
The faster, easier way to bank. NBD makes it easy to bank online, anywhere, at any time with Mobanking. The faster, easier way to bank.
The faster, easier way.
So transfer funds on Mobanking.
The faster, easier way.
To pay your bills with Mobanking.
The faster, easier way.
So order checks on Mobanking.
The faster, easier
Pay employees on MoBanking.
The faster, easier way to bank.
Plus, you can now top up your phone on MoBanking. No need for cash or card. Simply log into MoBanking to top up your phone. Visit nbdominica.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more details.
The faster, easier way to bank.
NBD.
Your partner, your bank.
Let's begin the DBS Morning Sports Report with cricket news. Johan Jeremiah came 3 runs short of 100 as he helped the Windward Island Infernos to a win over Jamaica to qualify for the playoff round of the Cricket West Indies Emerging Players Tournament last night. The Windwards became the first team to get a score of over 200 in the tournament as they posted 211 for 6 in their 20 overs. Johan Jeremiah hit 97 of 50 balls, the highest score in the tournament. Teddy Bishop got 44 and Alec Athanase 34. Jamaica responded with 125 all-out. Dithma Anderson got 35. Daryl Cyrus took 2 for 16. Keon Gadson, he took 2 for 14. And Kyron Phillip 1 for 27. The Windwards won by 86 runs. The Windwards captain, Alec Athanase.
When you look at the batting department, like we have been losing wickets in the power play, and today we didn't really do that. What we really wanted to do is to take it as deep as possible, and as long as we have wickets in hand, we basically score 200 like you saw. And again in the bowling department, I think probably the power play is another big thing, but we did well today, and credit to the guys.
We have you right now at 9 points away from Trinidad in first. What is the seriousness of your pursuit for that #1 spot, which you play tomorrow?
I think right now, I think the list of our worries now is the points. Right now we have to focus on executing. That is the main thing, and make sure we plan well and execute.
Lastly, before you go, why is the Windward Islands Infernos a force to be reckoned with in this tournament?
Normally we are set as underdogs, and we basically have nothing to lose, and we're coming up, and we are a young team, hungry, looking to paint an image, looking to make a name for ourselves. So I think I wouldn't say we are forced to reckon with them. Just don't take us lightly.
And that's the Windward Islands captain, Alec Athanase. The Windwards will play the Leeward Islands in their next match tonight. In the other match yesterday, Shakir Paris hit 85 not out to lead the Barbados Pelicans to a 7-wicket win over the Guyana Rainforest Rangers. A look at the point standings heading into tonight's final match. Trinidad has the top seed with 31 points. The Windwards have 22, Barbados has 20, and the Leewards 19. The Windwards conceal the top spot and an automatic spot in the final with a big win over the Leeward Islands tonight. Some basketball news. Isaiah Thomas Secondary School student Mishak Dubule continued with his prolific form this season as he powered the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School to the finals of the Sports Division Secondary Schools Under-20 Boys Basketball Tournament. The Isaiah Thomas Secondary School took down the Northeast Comprehensive School 70-60 yesterday at the Massac Indoor Facility. Mishak Dubule had a game-high 34 points and Jaden Stewart 13 for the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School, while Alihad Henry had 23 for Northeast Comprehensive School. Isaiah Thomas Secondary School captain Mishak Dubule was happy with the team's efforts.
Well, I thought was that I don't believe that we could win it based on our team performance, but today my team participate good, which surprised me a lot. So I expect them to do more in the game Friday.
Yeah, I was about to ask you that because throughout the season, it's more or less been a one-man show. You've been really dominating in the points. How pleasing was it to see your teammates step up when it really mattered most?
Well, it wasn't my first time seeing bid on that. Number 10, Jaden Stewart. He's one of the main top second scorer, which he surprised me a lot. They even played well today. I surprised. The defense is more outstanding than most of the times they play. So I really thankful for that.
All right, one more step to go. Dominica State College on Friday. What's your confidence level like heading into that game?
Well, my confidence level now, I see that they had a chance when they beat me, but now I understand the basics of how to play them. So now I understand how to spread out the court and the concepts of playing the game properly, not rushing it, but basic fundamentals.
Isaiah Thomas Secondary School's captain Mishak Dubule. The Isaiah Thomas Secondary School, they will meet the Dominica State College in the finals on Friday at Windsor Park. Meantime, the Portsmouth Secondary School girls remain on course for a fifth straight title as they beat the Northeast Comprehensive in the girls' playoffs yesterday. Limaya Ford got 14 points off the bench to lead the Portsmouth Secondary School to the 49-35 win. Temisia Pielwi also added 12 for the Portsmouth Secondary School, while Shania Laura had 18 for Northeast Comprehensive School. Portsmouth Secondary School coach Washway Douglas says it wasn't the best performance, but he's happy with the win.
Yeah, we're back. We're going 4-5 pit, but I wasn't too satisfied with the game. That's not our best game, and hopefully when we come back on Friday, we'll show a better game. And we have one of our main players, Limaya, was sick, so we have to deal with that too.
Yeah, I was about to say that because she started off the game on the bench, but came in and had a real big impact carrying the team to the victory.
Yeah, and we expect her to be better next game. And one or two players that were not there, hopefully they'll be there next game, so we'll play a better game next time.
All right, and you're coming up against the Convent High School, who are themselves making a return to the competition, and they're into the finals. So what are some of the adjustments that you think you need to make as you head to play the Convent High School on Friday?
Well, we played Convent already. The first game was against Convent, and we showed that we're up to level. So I'm not really worried about Convent. I worry about we playing the game we have to play, and if we do that, we're all right. Especially when we are looking for 5 in a row.
And that's the Portsmouth Secondary School coach, Washway Douglas. Northeast Comprehensive coach, Keanu Dorset says his girls lost their way in the second half.
The girls, they had a rough game today because they did not focus more on the defense. We could see that they were more centralized on shooting, and at the end of the day, they was not shooting properly. They did not take time to shoot. They was just throwing up the ball most of the time, but I believe with enough training, we can get them to the standard we need them.
You're off to a good start during that first quarter, but things seem to have just unraveled, let's say after halftime there. So what defensively went wrong? What would you say went wrong defensively?
I would say that the girls were opening up the center of the playing area, so from the three-pointer line to the outer skirt of the court, they were leaving a big gap in the center, and number 22 for Portsmouth and 23 were technically taking advantage of the center most of the time, and by time my team actually understood what they had to do, it was too late.
And that's the Northeast Comprehensive School coach, Keanu Dorset. The Portsmouth Secondary School will meet the Convent High School in the finals on Friday at Windsor Park, and Hazari DBS Radio will be on top of quite a few matches this week as the sports division competitions continue this week. The finalists for the DABA's Elias Dupe Knockout Basketball Tournament will be decided tonight as the 4 remaining teams meet in the semi-final at the Massac Indoor Facility. The defending champions, the Dr. Daru Pishless Sports Club Falcons, will battle the Peebles Super Eagles in the first semi-final at 7 o'clock, while the other semi-final will feature the Detroit Blazers taking on the 767 Sports Club Dominators at 9 o'clock. The semi-finals will be carried live on DBS Radio and the DBS Radio social media pages from 7 o'clock. The 7th edition of the Dream 11 Nature Isle T10 tournament will get underway from July 13 at Windsor Park. The tournament dates were officially announced last night. League coordinator Liam Sebastian says the Dominica Cricket Association is looking forward to another successful tournament. The Barana Ote Warriors are the defending champions.
Registration opens today. The forms will be distributed. They will be available online as we usually do. It will be sent out to the clubs, teams, and players interested in registering for the draft, which will be held on the 27th of May. So the registration closes on the 20th of May. As we said, it opens today, and we're just appealing to everybody to ensure that they register very early and ensure that their names are in the draft, because we're dealing with technology and some names may slip or we may have technological issues that if you wait too late may not be able to be rectified. Sorry. So we're just appealing to everybody to register early. One of the changes that you will see this year, the day before the playoff start, which is on the Friday before the final weekend, there will be no matches. So we will give the pitch sort of a breather and give the groundsmen some time to basically have the best track available for the playoff stages. There will be other minor changes that we may have, which will be communicated in due course. But we basically on our way to hosting the next tournament, the 7th edition in July.
And that's the tournament's coordinator, Liam Sebastian. Finally, the Roosevelt Skerrit Bombers FC, they've expressed their disappointment that top striker Limaya Ford was overlooked as the Dominica Football Association's Female Player of the Year. Ford, who was instrumental in leading the Bombers Starlights to their first ever DFA Women's Premier League title, was also the league's leading goal scorer and was named the best attacker. Ford also carried her form into the national setup, where she was among the goals for the national team. New India Guril Runners midfielder Rosilia Regis was named the DFA's Female Player of the Year. Bombers Club President Jerry Williams says Limaya Ford was a strong case for the prestigious award.
We are disappointed that Limaya did not receive the awards for Female Footballer of the Year from a club point of view, but even more so disappointed because of recently we have seen the efforts placed on growing women football. The Caribbean Football Union has spent a lot of time, have invested a lot in regards to shedding light on women football, because they see that women football has been on a decline. Women football, you're not been attracting, the level of players that they want within the Caribbean Football Union, mind you. And so I asked the question, how do you not award a young lady who has, when compared to her male counterpart, has done the same thing and he has received the Male Footballer of the Year? How do you encourage, her peers to want to continue to play the game when they seen the one who dominated the last season was not given that award?
And that's the Roosevelt Skerrit Bombers Club President Jerry Williams. Williams says Limaya Ford's achievements for 2024 were on a different level.
The most goals, the Golden Boot, the best forward, scored internationally. Her team won the championship, yet still someone felt the need not to award her Footballer of the Year, Female Footballer of the Year. How do you grow the game? How do you increase participation? How do you develop a clear pathway? How do you raise the standards? How do you focus on development? How do you address gender inequality? How do you showcase the game when someone who has such talent not being judged Female Footballer of the Year? All we're asking the Football Association is just give us the clear criteria for how you make the decision of who is the best footballer of the year, whether it be male, whether it be female. And it's not only for a Bombers situation, but for all the teams, for all the clubs who have players who wants to aspire one day to either be on a national team, to either be a professional player, or to either be Footballer of the Year. What is the clear path? What do you have to do to become that ultimate player, the best player on the island?
And that's the Roosevelt Skerrit Bombers Club President, Jerry Williams. I'm very sure the DFA will explain why was Limaya Ford, the young, impressive player, why was she not named Footballer of the Year 2024-2025? I'm sure the DFA will explain their position. That too is a look at the DBS Morning News and Sports. On behalf of the News and Sports Department, and our link person, Hazari Williams.